What is up, DFS fam? Happy Tuesday. It's kind of late. I'm trying to get these picks out um, before the slate opens. It's a little later of a tip tonight. Tip is at 8 Eastern. So there's a little bit of time to get these picks in and get your rosters constructed. I think I've gotten kind of settled on lineup. I did want to go back to last night. I meant to get picks out, and I actually did post on Twitter picks, but I posted on the wrong Twitter account, so the picks from last night didn't get out there to you. But the picks that I had were Miles Turner, Theus in Boston, Satoransky, and Rozier, and all except Theus hit value. So that was a good night. I hit 280 on my cash lineups. Everything went really smoothly. LeBron hit over value. Miles Turner just killed my Wizards, but that's not a surprise because the Wizards cannot defend the center position at all. The only thing that really went badly for me was Theus got into foul trouble early, so that hurt him in the game and getting anything going. And then Lou Williams for the Clippers hurt his hamstring in the second quarter, so he was out for the rest of the game, and he's doubtful for tonight. But overall, given that, it's strong night, strong. The picks just keep coming, just killing it. So we'll get back to some picks for tonight. So let me pull that up. And we'll get rolling. All right, so let's see where we're headed. Let's go to where are we going? Let's go to forward and go down. There's a lot of the mid-tier guys are just garbage, and just a couple upper echelon picks. Let's just kind of take a look at the slate. It's a 3-game slate. A couple teams on here are going from back-to-back from last night. That's Phoenix and the Clippers. And I'm just trying to stay, for the most part, away from San Antonio and Phoenix. That is going to be a blowout. And Phoenix burned me twice last week. I played, I can't remember, a couple of the starters on in that game, and it was just terrible. The starters were out by really mid-third quarter, and the scrubs played the back end. Phoenix got blown out first quarter, like 40-9, and it was a game from right at the beginning. So really in the higher end players, I'm staying away from that game, focusing on Toronto and the Clippers later tonight at the 10:30 game. But there are a couple guys in the higher end guys, like Harden and Lillard and Leonard, are definitely in play. So I'm probably going to try and pick 2 out of the 3, if not 3 of the 3, because there are some value plays tonight. Even though it's a small slate, there are some value guys on here. So first one, let's go back into the forward position. I'm going to go down to, where you at, buddy? Where you at? Probably should just look. There he is, Richaun Holmes. So he played in 2 of the back in those blowouts last week. And in blowouts, he has a pretty safe floor, about 4x. His floor isn't terribly low, but his ceiling in blowouts, he gets the garbage time. He gets a fourth quarter run when they're down by 20, and they're down by 20 a lot. So he should get that tonight. I'm assuming San Antonio wants to get out, get this done with, rest they have some older guys that they want to rest, Aldridge and Gay, and get this knocked out. So I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. That's the premise of how I think the game script is going to play out. So get him in there. And on the same token, Troy Daniels is the exact same way. And when he gets minutes with that second unit, he does play well. You see he's pretty much hit value in all those games. And then the game against Miami and Sacramento, he did a little better, but that's most likely a pretty solid lock that he'll hit value with a little bit higher of a ceiling with that extra time. So let's get him. We got him in the mix. And then, like I said, I like that Toronto Clippers game. It has the highest over/under. It has the closest, smallest line. I think it's 4 point. I think the Clippers are favored by 4. So it should be close the whole way through. So the starters should play their normal minutes. So we're going to go to Kawhi for this. I really like Kawhi in this spot. He's a value in 5 out of the last 8. Looking back with the 62-point game back in Philly, as long as it's close, he should be real solid. Clippers aren't great against the 3. Kawhi is elite, and he just balls. He just comes and plays, and he's the go-to guy on that lineup. If you go back and we'll look at that, the other part of that team that's on the slate. So Kyle Lowry has been terrible in the last 2 weeks since he played Atlanta, where he hit that 66-point game. I mean, he should have cleaned up against the Wizards. The Wizards are terrible against the point guard position, but he hasn't really. He didn't even score when he played Milwaukee a couple days ago. So Kawhi is really the go-to guy on that team right now. So he should be a lock at the 3. And then last pick is going to be, let's go down to Serge. We'll look at his game log. So he's been pretty solid. He had a couple off games, but I mean, it's 6,200, pretty good. LA is not good against the center position. You see the other night when they played the Heat, Bam and Olynyk went off. I had played Bam that night. Actually, both Bam and Olynyk, and Bam didn't have any points in the first half because he was in foul trouble, and he scored like 36 just in the second half. So they're between Boban and Gortat, they do not defend that position very well. So he should eat tonight. And that would leave you with 6,600, almost 6,700 per position that's left. And so you could go a lot of different ways. You could go Harden, which is what I'm leaning towards, or Lillard, or possibly both if you play it right. If you go in the low end, there are some decent value guys. Melton is the only guy left in Phoenix at the point guard position. He's not great, but you'd think with that extra bump in usage, he would go somewhere. I like Forbes. He hasn't really performed well lately, but if you think that game stays a little closer and he gets some minutes, he did put up 26 the other night in Utah, but that was in a blowout. So like I said, there's a lot of different ways you can go with this. But there's plenty of money, plenty of salary to go around to everyone else. So if there are any changes, any other injuries before tip at 8, I will post on my Twitter. Definitely follow me on there at the DFS Picks, and please give this video a like. Definitely appreciated, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the alerts. I'll try and do a recap tonight or in the morning, just to see where I went and where things went right or when things went wrong. All right, good luck tonight. Hope everyone posts a good score. Thanks, guys.